Alright, here we go, and we are live. It's been a minute, and hopefully everyone's having a good day, everyone's having a good holiday season, and I am really glad to be back actually streaming again for once. So it's been a minute, so the reason I haven't been on and streaming lately is because, for those of you who might not know, me and my girlfriend actually share my Nintendo Switch. So she paid for half, I paid for half. We do split these, and so she gets it for a week and I get it for a week, which is honestly a really good deal. Neither of us could really afford it on our own anyways, justifiably at least. But this way, we can both kind of play the games that we want to play, and it allows us to, on our off weeks, still be productive in our real lives. So that's how this kind of all turned out. So that's pretty dope, and I am hoping to actually get a shiny Hatenna today. I've been working at it for a decent bit, but let's see if anything actually comes of that. So let's see here. Let's see. Alright. I hope that, I wonder how, oh no. Oh goodness, I just sent Lamp into the box. That is unfortunate. Okay, so let's get him back, and we should be squared away, and then we'll just move him up to the top spot in case I accidentally stumble upon something, and we're good to go. Perfect. So, how is everyone's holiday so far? I think I see one person watching right now. Hope you've had a great holiday. Glad to see you. I actually had a pretty decent holiday. It was the first time that my girlfriend has actually come up, that we've actually spent Christmas together, so that was pretty cool. She stayed for the majority of the day, and then I took her home so that she could finish out the day with her family, because obviously family is the most important thing on a day like Christmas, or holidays just in general. So that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, just spent the day really just chilling out, relaxing, with family and stuff. Got some cool stuff, gave some cool stuff. Me and my girlfriend actually spent most of the day searching for MMOs that we wanted to start playing, because we wanted to play Final Fantasy XIV initially, and I'd been playing for a while already. I've been playing as a, what's it called, a thaumaturge, and I was playing that on the PC, and then I switched onto PS4 because just in general my PC is kind of slow, it's kind of laggy, and I was just having not a great user experience playing it on the PC, but so I started playing on PS4, way better. Controls are kind of wonky, as would be as any MMO is on a console, but they actually do a really good job once you get used to it, because the way they get around like the whole hotbar situation is, if you haven't played it on console, they use the L2 and the R2 triggers to actually make it so that you can use all of the buttons and the D-pad, so that you can use all of those buttons, but you can use it twice. So you hit the R2 to get access to 8 spells and abilities or items or whatever you might have assigned to those specific keys, and then you get access to those 8, and then you hit L2, R2 to switch to another 8. So that way you can have a decent amount of abilities and spells and all that mapped to your controller. It's actually a really shockingly what's the word I'm looking for? It's efficient. It's shockingly efficient use of just a controller. When in an MMO, you need a lot of keys, you need a lot of abilities, you need all of that stuff to efficiently go through the game, and if you want to have any chance of actually being any decent at it. So I was playing on that. I was kind of looking more of a tanky kind of character, kind of regretting it. I was between going on the warrior path or the dragoon path to start. I started out warrior, so I'm starting out in Limsa, Laminsa, which, beautiful city, beautiful city. It's honestly really set itself apart from WoW immediately, for me, personally, just based on the scenery. Because the scenery in this game actually makes you feel like you're in an actual organic world where you can organically go to like these smaller towns that actually feel like small towns, which is really, really cool, really, really interesting. Whereas World of Warcraft, I love World of Warcraft. I've put an embarrassing amount of time into World of Warcraft. Great game, love it, love Blizzard. When they were at their prime, they've been kind of iffy lately, but I really liked World of Warcraft. But lately, I've just been realizing how empty the world feels, and everything just feels like and looks like a quest hub. There's not much to it other than get your quests, do your dailies, like bing bang boom, check off everything on the checklist. And I didn't really dig that whole aspect of it. And so I don't know, I just stopped playing WoW. I always wanted to get into Final Fantasy XIV since A Realm Reborn started. I didn't really have any interest before A Realm Reborn because it was garbage before A Realm Reborn. But I've always been interested, but I never really pulled the trigger because of my computer limitations, and I just thought it would be awful on the PS4. I tried it on the PS4 once before and just hated the L2 R2 system so much that I just couldn't move past it. I didn't want to get used to it, so I just didn't. But I gave it more of a try this time because I was really invested in it, because me and my girlfriend wanted to find an MMO that we both liked, and she mentioned that one, and I'm a huge Square Enix Final Fantasy fanboy, so I was like, okay, I'll try it, let me see it. I played a little bit before her, just to see if my computer or my PS4 could actually handle it, so that I didn't want her to commit that much memory on her computer before I even knew whether or not I could play. And I didn't want to get her hopes up or anything like that. And I just fell in love with the game. I'm absolutely enthralled by that MMO. I think before the sale ends, I'm gonna get all of the expansions and get a membership within the next 2 weeks or so. I'm probably not gonna activate the membership until I get to level 35, just so that I can use up the free trial as much as possible, because why wouldn't I, you know? Because, I don't know, it just feels like common sense to use as much of that free trial as you possibly can. So, I'm gonna be doing that. But then she downloaded the game, and we started playing, and she just wasn't that into it, which, like, fair play, like, it's not for everyone. MMOs are really, especially modern MMOs, are really overwhelming, and they just expect you to just grind. Especially Final Fantasy XIV, you have to grind through all of these quests. You don't even really get into combat for a while, and so she just wasn't feeling it. She really liked the character creation, she really liked the world and all those aspects of it. But she just wasn't into the game, and that's fair enough. I still am, but so we decided that we wanted to find a game that we could both play and enjoy. She really enjoyed the MMO Neverwinter back when she was in like high school, and so we wanted to see if, hey, how's it going? But we wanted to see if Neverwinter, busy hunting. Oh, nice. I've been searching. How long have you been searching for Hatenna? Because I feel like I only get the Switch for a week at a time because me and my girlfriend share it. So I only get it a week at a time. So I swear I've been trying to get this stupid Pokemon for like ever. Are you doing like Masuda Method? How are you searching for Hatenna? Or are you doing random encounters? But yeah, so like I was saying, just in general, we were looking for an MMO to play. We decided on Albion Online, which from what I've heard, I still haven't done too much research into it, but Albion Online is an MMO where I guess it's an offshoot of the Fable series. Happened today, I got Shiny Squavit. Oh, you got a Shiny Squavit? Dude, I still have not found a Shiny, like, ever. This is going to be my first Shiny since as a kid, I was playing Pokemon Crystal. I've only ever found one Shiny in my life playing Pokemon. And I guess that's even before they were actually called Shinies. And I just remember seeing this, like, green, like, instead of the red being on the tentacle, I just, as a kid, thinking it was a glitch that it had the red on, the green instead of the red on it. And I caught it, and my brother was like, he didn't know what Shinies were either. And I was like, whoa! So that's awesome that you've already gotten a Shiny Squavit. I'm hoping that Hatenna is gonna be my first Shiny in, like, modern day Pokemon, because, I don't know, I think it looks really, really dope. So were you hunting for the Shiny Squavit, or did you just, like, happen upon it? But yeah, this is also, I should note that this is the first time I've actually actively looked for a Shiny before, too. Prior to this, I've just been even including this, I'm a pretty casual Pokemon player. I love the series, I've grown up with the series, but I don't know, I would play it, I would get it done, I'd beat the Elite Four, I'd do any post-game stuff, but I haven't really gone too much deeper with that. Never really dabbled with IVs or any of that, or even Shiny hunting. Especially not to this extent. So I'm really doubling down because I really want my first one. Because I feel like after putting this much effort into it, I feel like I'm just gonna, like, flip out. Because this Shiny isn't even for me. It's for my girlfriend, who I share the Switch with, because she really likes Hatenna. And, well, technically her favorite Pokemon in Sword and Shield is Colossal, but Roly-Poly has such an, I don't know, you might disagree, but I think it has a really, really ugly Shiny, like Roly-Poly and the whole line. I think that their Shinies are just really gross looking. So I was like, how about Hatenna? Moving forward, I love Squirrel. One time it's... Oh, oh no, oh no. But yeah, Squavit's a dope Pokemon, and I'm so sorry to hear about the Rattata. That's my biggest fear, is running into a Shiny, and just, like, trying to, like, work it down, like, maybe even, like, a stronger Shiny, where you have to, like, whittle its health down a little bit, and just accidentally like one hit KOing it with like a crit or something. Like, that is my biggest fear, especially like early game, which if it was a Rattata, like, maybe I'm just assuming, I assume it was early game, but when you only have like probably like 5 or 10 freaking Pokeballs or whatever, that would be awful. Oh no. Was your brother upset, or was it or your stepbrother? Was your stepbrother really upset, or did he not really understand, like, how awful the situation was? Because that's like just like stumbling across a Rattata, or like a shiny Rattata, or any shiny in the wild, is so rare, and like, oh, that's awful. Oh. But yeah, I've been actually seeing a lot of people I know, and a lot of people that I know from like Twitter and like my actual friends, who have been having really good luck with shinies. In this, he didn't care. He was confused. He's just like, why is it a different color? Because the shiny Rattata, it's not that pretty. Wow, that's unfortunate. Is he like significantly younger than you, or is he about the same age and just didn't care? Because if he was significantly younger and just like didn't care and was like confused, I get that. When he grows up and gets, like, if he stays into Pokemon or whatever, or if he is your age and is just like getting into Pokemon just in general right now, when he realizes how rare shinies are, that's gonna be, he's gonna be kicking himself for not listening to you, because that's super unfortunate. But yeah, we are at around, I think, probably around 570 eggs right now. 570 eggs hatched, probably like 540 of them in my box, because I did the thing, I don't know if you watch Austin John Plays, but he said, he started this thing where if you had a bunch of like built up credit, I guess you'd say, with a bunch of Pokemon that you hatched through breeding or whatever it might be, you should Wonder Trade that out on Christmas Day, so that anyone, any kids or whoever might be just getting the game on Christmas, could have some really cool Pokemon just to start out their Pokemon experience. So I spent like a decent bit of time Wonder Trading, or Surprise Trading, out, which I think that's such a dumb thing that they just changed the name from Wonder Trade to Surprise Trade, even though it's the same concept. But yeah, so I just spent some time and I traded out 30 of them, but I didn't want to spend the whole day doing it, so I'll probably surprise trade out some more in the future. But yeah, that's unfortunate that he fainted it. My brother, in the same day, he got a shiny Zubat and a shiny Onix. I think he was playing Soul Silver or something. I think it was Soul Silver. And he got a shiny Zubat. He's older than me, but he knows the shinies are rare, and he could have gave it to me. That's he knows. He just didn't care. I feel like that's such an older brother move. Whereas my older brother, like, he found 2 and caught 2 shinies just randomly in the wild. Like, he wasn't even looking. He found 2 in a day. A Zubat and an Onix. I think he was playing Soul Silver or Heart Gold. I can't remember which one he had. Which, like, isn't that crazy? Like, I have found 1 when I was, like, 6 years old playing Pokemon Crystal or something. And he... it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And he was just like, oh, it's no big deal. Like your brother. Like, at least my brother caught it. Like, he caught them. But he was like, oh, it's no thing. Like, these things happen. Alright. But, oh. Yeah, and then you could have been rolling up, like, with your friends. You could have had a shiny Raticate looking like the coolest dude around. I don't know. I don't care what kind of shiny it is either. Like, if you have a shiny Pokemon, that's like a status symbol, in my opinion. Even like to this day, like, and it's been like that since I was younger. Like, you roll in with a non-hacked, specifically a non-hacked shiny Pokemon. That's a status symbol. Like, you a real one if you have a shiny or two in your party, even if it is like a Rattata or a freaking Zigzagoon. The Zigzagoon shiny, the Galarian Zigzagoon shiny in this game, really cool looking. I really, that's probably, that's on my list of shinies to get after I get the Hatenna. I'm probably gonna get an Applin after this, because Applin has a really classy shiny in this game. I really like the Granny Smith look. But Zigzagoon is probably number 3 on my list. Just because it almost has like that fairy. I really like the fairy type coloring. The light pink and the baby blue kind of look. It kind of has that pink and blue look once it gets to Obstagoon, and I really think it looks sharp. Even just in general, the black and white look to it is looking really sharp. So if you had a Busy Ant, if you had to choose a favorite shiny ever in any game in any generation, I know you might not have an encyclopedic knowledge of shinies or whatever, neither do I, but what would your favorite looking shiny be? Like, if you could get any shiny today, like find it in the wild, breed for it, what would your number 1 shiny be? Because honestly, I think that the coolest looking shiny for me is, I really like shiny Mudkip. And I would totally be breeding for a shiny Mudkip right now if Mudkip was actually in the in the game. It's like, don't want to open up those wounds, but actually I'm not the most concerned with the national dex being cut. Unpopular opinion. I think it's, I don't know, it's whatever. I haven't really noticed it yet. Like, and I've put a good amount of time. A red Squirtle that look like a Charmander. Ooh, that's tight. That is tight. Or like, think about like a Dedenne. I'm not familiar with Dedenne. I'd have to look up Dedenne's shiny. But oh my god, MMO Bite. That would be a classy shiny. I really like Mudkips just in general, like that really deep purple. I just really like purple as a color in general. I'd say it's between that and like a forest green. But think about a deep purple, like Bulbasaur. I feel like that would, I don't know why, but I feel like that would look so premium. But how are you doing today, MMO Bite? Got anyone verbally braying you because you didn't give them a free MMO? Because I think sent Lampent to the box on accident. Only shiny I ever had was a shiny Rattata. We were just talking about that. Busy Ant's older brother KO'd or fainted a shiny Rattata. My only shiny I've ever had is a shiny shiny Tentacruel back in Pokemon, back in Crystal. I don't think it was even before. I don't think they were even called shinies at that point. I think they were just like different colored Pokemon, or like rare colored Pokemon. I don't think they had the official term yet. Which I thought it was a glitch in the game at the time. I was telling Busy Anthus earlier. I thought it was a glitch. I was like, why is this Tentacruel's like head sack things or whatever they are, the poison sacks? Why are they green? It's like there are so many people that enter these things. Like, how could you? I feel for you, my dude. Like, how could you ever expect to act like maybe it'll happen. Like, obviously, there's always like a chance. Like, there's a chance you can win the lottery too. But like, you shouldn't expect it of the YouTuber or whoever's running running the giveaway to like provide you with that game. Like, if you get it, cool. Like, save, like, for Final Fantasy 14 right now, you can buy it for 30, like, all up to Shadowbringers, you can buy it for $30. And it's like, cool. That's awesome. I saved $30. But like, just shell out the $30. Don't like berate someone over it. I don't know. People are wild. So, I feel for you. Was it more than just that, like, one dude who was, like, upset that they didn't win? Just because they followed, like, all your Twitters and, like, subscribed and checked out your Facebook and all that. But yeah, I was actually just, this might interest, I was wondering what you knew about, whether Albion Online was any good. I was talking about this a little bit earlier in the stream, but me and my girlfriend have been looking for an MMO that we both kind of, are both kind of digging. And we're kind of leaning towards, Albion Online, just because several people, that's wild. The entitlement just, like, boggles my mind. But, you know, whatever. People are people. And people are kind of the worst sometimes. Free now and all. Isn't too bad. Because, we were trying... I really like Final Fantasy 14. I'm doing the free trial of Final Fantasy 14. I'm really enjoying it. But my girlfriend just... it was a bit much for her. It was like kind of the grindiness at the beginning of it. She just wasn't digging it too much. So we've been looking for an MMO that kind of fits both of our needs that we can play on Mac. And Albion was kind of the one we were gravitating towards. And so before we actually played it, I was wondering, we were kind of doing some research. So you say it's not that bad, so I think that we're probably going to check it out pretty soon. And, ooh, let's see. Okay. So did you guys have decent holiday? Assuming that you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever. I think Kwanzaa was just recently, or it's coming up pretty soon. But how's the holiday season been treating all of you guys? Because it's been treating me pretty solid. Sorry if you can hear the vacuum sounds in the background. But beginning's a little confusing. That is honestly not a bad game. I feel like the beginning of so many games is just like a little bit much. So figure try it out. If don't dig it, we don't dig it. She's actually like a big fan of got fat on Christmas food, packed on 20 pounds. Oh wait, I have to. I'll be right back. I need to go check something.
Who's in there? What? We're out. No, I'll get
I'll just use Well, sorry about that. I'm back though. But yeah, okay. Mine was actually really dope. So, what? So I celebrated with my girlfriend. She came up while I'm going to grad school. I'm living with the family, and we just had a really chill holiday. Um, it was our first Christmas that we actually like spent together, which was really nice. New video. Good luck with the stream. I look forward to it, MMO Bite. Have a good one. I will catch you later. But that's dope, Busy Ant. I want some new Joy-Cons. Because I just have the red. I just have the typical standard red and blue one. And not that those aren't awesome. I really like the red and blue ones. But they're just, I don't know. I'd like to diversify. The orange and purple look really sleek. I really like what's the color combo? Pink and green. I really like the pink and green ones a lot. I think I actually asked for those for Christmas. But since the Joy-Con sets are kind of expensive, I didn't really expect to get them too soon, or for Christmas even. Especially because I actually would have preferred a PS4 controller over that, even though I don't really need either. My PS4 controller has a little bit of drift, which is unfortunate, but well, what can you do when controllers get older? But yeah, so Busy It. So you said that you were looking for some shinies yourself. Do you stream or anything like that? Or drifted like all the time? Ooh, that's the worst. I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm starting to feel it a little bit. It happens very occasionally. It's not bad at all. It's not even really noticeable. It just happens every once in a while, which only is really annoying in turn-based JRPGs. And so so like when you're like choosing a move or choosing whatever it might be, it would just like choose the wrong move or choose the wrong enemy, and it was just like really, really irritating or annoying. So I don't really notice it too much. Are you guys sending the old ones to Nintendo? Because they, I read somewhere that they'll fix them for free, and that might be really convenient for you. I don't know how to stream. That's fair enough. You need to get like a capture card or a stream card. So it's a little bit of like a monetary investment if you want to do it off of anything but a computer. If you want to do it off of a computer, you could just download some software, and you could stream pretty easily. But you know, only do it if you're looking to have fun with it. Like that's the only reason that I'm doing it, is just because I think it's a chill time. Like sometimes a couple people will pop in, we'll have a chat, and it'll be really cool. But you can just download software. Like OBS is the one that I use. I know that's what a lot of people use, and you just set it up so that you have a webcam going, filming your face if you want to film your face. If you don't want to, then you don't have to, obviously. And you can just have it mirror whatever you're doing on your computer screen, or if you buy like a capture card that you set up to a Switch or a PS4 or an Xbox or whatever it might be, you can square it away that way too. But yeah, so Holiday overall really, really cool. We played a lot of MMOs, and I got a couple of decent games. I'm a big Square Enix fanboy, so I got Octopath Traveler, which was a really cool game. Hello, how are you doing today? Odd Slim Jim. Why is the Slim Jim odd? But I got Octopath Traveler, which is a really dope turn-based game on the Switch, if you're not familiar with it. And I got Dragon Quest XI, which is another really cool Square Enix game. Which Square Enix, I'd say, behind Nintendo, is probably my favorite developer of... Probably my favorite video game developer of all time. And so I've been playing Octopath Traveler, haven't really touched Dragon Quest quite yet. But both really cool JRPGs. Alright. So let's see where we're at with our count. So we've got... Okay, we have 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, 360, 390, 420, 450, 480, 510, 540. So we have 546, 552, and we have about 30 here, so 582. Yes, they did. They made Super Mario RPG on the SNES back in the day. They are pretty much Square Enix. At the time they were called SquareSoft, but they are the kings of JRPGs. They make Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, Bravely Default, Super Mario RPG, like you said, which really, really good game. They made Secret of Mana. What else have they made as far as JRPGs are concerned? Like I said, Octopath Traveler, Dragon Quest. They made Chrono Trigger. So really awesome library of games just from that one developer. They made the MMO, Final Fantasy 14 Online, obviously, since they made Final Fantasy 14. And they have a lot of cool games on the App Store, too, based on those franchises. So have you played Super Mario RPG then? Because I just played it for the first time just recently. I got when they were releasing the SNES Classics, I got one and I got to play. So with that, I started playing Super Mario RPG. I never finished it. I got a decent little ways into it, but never got around to finishing it. So have you played that a decent bit? Is it worth finishing? Just because, I swear, games nowadays are just coming out at such a breakneck pace that I can hardly even keep up anymore. Like, my backlog is crazy, and it's tough because I want to, like, right now, I want to be playing this game. I want to be playing Final Fantasy 14 Online. Awesome. Well, have a great one, Busy Ant. It was really nice talking with you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and hope you come hang out on future streams. I hope you come hang out, check out some of my YouTube videos. I do a lot of cool stuff on there, just video-wise. So, have a great one. And good luck with your shiny hunt as well. Alright. So, we are getting there. I wonder, okay, so I hope it doesn't end up being one of those situations where it takes like 1,600 eggs to be hatched to get this stinking shiny Hatenna, because I really don't want to. Not that I don't want to invest that much time, because I do. I would like to. I think that would be cool, but it would get trying. But oh well. You know, what can you do? Alright, accidentally sent one to the box, and so, alright, there we go. So, I'm going to take this lull in viewers as a moment to check my phone. So, that's pretty cool, and let's see what this one is. I'm probably gonna end, unless there's a huge influx of viewers, probably gonna end in like 15 or so minutes. Just because I have to wake up early tomorrow, and gotta get some stuff squared away. In the meantime, probably should work on a video that I am working on right now, which actually I'm very excited about. It's gonna be a really cool video about, well, actually I don't want to spoil it quite yet. Tweeted a little hint out on Twitter, but I don't want to spoil it because I'm really hyped up about this one. I don't know if I've been this hyped up for a video that I'm making in a while. And I spent a good amount of time just researching the topic and just making sure that I had everything correct, and a lot of my content being very psychology focused now, moving forward. I wanted to make sure that it was all very accurate. to science and to the world, and making sure that I'm not spreading false information online. Because if I did that, then it wouldn't be teaching me anything. It would be cementing the wrong information into my own brain, which, since I'm getting my master's right now, that wouldn't be super ideal. But I would definitely... I also just don't want to send the wrong information to other people. So, let's see here. Probably, yeah, like I said, about 15 more minutes. Probably not gonna have this one, even though I like the thumbnail so much better. I'm probably not going to post this one onto my actual channel like I did the other one. Actually, I might even, I might actually remove the other one from being viewed, because, I don't know, watching back streams, especially on here, it's just not that fun. You can't see the chat. So it removes any context that the viewer might have of what I'm even talking about or what I'm even responding to. So I don't really like that aspect of it. And I'm not sure if Twitch is any better with that, but I would prefer it be on here, just so that if someone does stumble across it, then all of my stuff is in one spot. Which is pretty heckin' dope. Alright. So, we are getting there. So, I feel like it would be a pretty cool thing to actually get the opportunity to actually not even just get the opportunity to but I would like to, I think I'd like to stream Final Fantasy XIV in the future, just because I feel like that's a pretty chill game. Or maybe, Stardew Valley. Me and my girlfriend have actually talked about streaming Stardew Valley. We've talked about that a decent bit in the past. I feel like that's a game that would get a shocking amount of views. Maybe not shocking, but I feel like there's something just so cathartic about that game in particular, from the music to the gameplay to just the sounds. I feel like it almost has like an ASMR-esque kind of quality to it that would appeal to, just in general, a lot of people. And is that a supercharged Stuffle? Alright. Yeah, I feel like just because the sound effects in that game, for it to being made by like a single dude, everything about that game just feels very polished. It feels like a better experience than most like Harvest Moon or whatever kind of games. And I really like that about it. So, the only game hasn't been around in a while that I wish would come back, and I'm not an Xbox dude by any stretch of the imagination, but I could really go for a new Fable game. Albion Online is kind of like an offshoot of Fable, and I get that. But like, from what little I've seen, I was talking to MMO by even just a second. Haven't played it too much, but even though it's an offshoot of it, it doesn't feel like the same world as Fable is set in. Even though they're both in Albion, like whatever, messed open everything, but it's not the same. And I think I would like it better if it looked more like Fable, or if some of the areas from Fable were present in it. Maybe they are. Maybe I just don't recognize them. But just something about Albion Online, just while it's definitely really cool, it just doesn't have that same vibe of Fable that I kind of really miss, because Fable had such a unique feeling. It almost felt like a satirical RPG, which, like, we get that every now and then, but it doesn't happen to the extent that I wish it would, because there are so many self-serious JRPGs, which I think are really great and cool and all that, and self-serious like Western RPGs like Skyrim and Fallout, and take themselves very seriously. The game worlds, in my opinion, aren't that fun, especially in those kind of Bethesda games. I think they're very bland and lifeless. That sometimes they have quirky characters, but it's not all that interesting. I feel like everything, from good, bad to amazing, in Fable, everything was at least interesting. Everything at least felt like there was a reason it was there, and if it didn't feel like there was a reason, it still felt like it belonged, which I thought was really cool. I really liked the idea of like each town having its own economy, and you could crash it or bend it to your will. And I thought that was just really, really kind of an interesting aspect of it. So I am going to keep on going. I'm going to hatch maybe 10 more. Whether that will take 8 minutes, probably not, but I'm going to hatch 10 more and then call it a night, because I'm just having a pretty slow one today. And I have, like I mentioned before, I have some stuff to be doing. Yeah, I'm avoiding those responsibilities by being on here. Whoops. But yeah, I would absolutely love for a return of the Fable franchise. And I don't mean that in like remasters or ports or whatever. Because I feel like remasters and ports, they're just not the same as a genuine new installment. And it feels like a waste of the developers' time. Like, these developers didn't make these games. They don't care. They want to be like they want to be developing. They don't want to just be taking lines of code and putting them onto a new profile while touching up the graphics a little bit. Maybe adding a new quest or two. And so, if I wouldn't want to do like that lifeless, soul-sucking stuff, why would they? You know. So you can't really blame them for that. But maybe I'm putting words in their mouth. Maybe some people like porting. I can't imagine they would, though. Okay. Alright, about 5 more, and we'll be good to go. can see why. People have a tough time with getting new viewers, because when there's no one here and you're just kind of talking to yourself, it does kind of get to you a little bit. So let's the only reason I'm still going is because I do want to shiny hunt a little bit more. And if I get it, I want it to be on camera. And even if that means that people pop in and then pop right back out, that's whatever. Okay, so let's wait for one more. Okay. Alright, just because I want... Honestly, at this point, it's Twitter bait. Want to make sure that I have something to post on Twitter, whether it's a photo or anything else, just to prove that I was able to do it. I do want to work on getting like some kind of like overlay or something for my streams, because I think that would be I think that would help with retention and credibility, as opposed to just having this kind of just like me in the corner here while I'm just biking around the world. Okay. Okay. So we got that. Okay. One more. So okay. Oh. Is it going to be a shiny? I think not. It's never a shiny. Okay. That is fine, we've got 2 more tries. Okay. Let's go to there. Let's get an egg. I don't know why I'm throwing British, but that's because we're in the Gala region. Okay. Okay. We're Cardi B now. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, after this one, we've got, I think, one more, and then, actually, let's just finish out. Let's round it out to an hour. Let's be chilling, let's be killing. Like a heckin' villain. I'm getting negligent. Alright, here we go. Hatenna, there we go. Okay. I should like write out. My girlfriend recommended that I write out a script, or not script, but like talking points. I think that that's probably a good idea for next time. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Yes! 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 Oh my god! Yes! Oh, that's... Yes, that is... Yes! Oh my god. I was going to end. Oh my god. I was gonna end it. Yes! Oh my god. I was going to end it, like, 10 minutes ago. I was like, let's just keep trucking through. Let's cut it at an hour. It's at 5:37 at this very moment, or 59 minutes 40 seconds at this very second. Oh my god, yes! Oh, how many eggs is that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, wow, cool. So, that's an hour. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Wowza. Okay. I... Okay. This is... Okay. So, I didn't expect. I expected it to be like 3 days from now when I finally got it. Like, I did not expect this to happen anytime soon. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's just keep going. This was going to be the last egg I hatched for the night. Like, literally, I was counting down from 10 because I was like, oh, no one's really watching right now. Like, whatever. Like, I have some other stuff to be doing. And I was just counting down by 10. And this was number 1. This was the last one of the night. That is wild. Okay, well, okay, this is going on YouTube by itself, because that's, yes, yes, oh, this is my first shiny since frickin' Pokemon Crystal, when I got, like, a shiny Tentacruel, okay, shiny Tentacruel, and I didn't even know it was a shiny, so, like, oh, alright. Alright. Have a great one, I guess. Later.